everyone, welcome. Hi, how are you? I hope everyone is fine. So let's do another reading. For this reading, guys, I want to unbox a present, and this is so cool. One of our mutuals, Shay, sent this to me. She got this from my wish list. You know, my wish list is always under every video, and I think it's a very cool idea because everyone who, you know, gets one of those decks for me, for our community, so we can use it here, I want to provide you also with a small reading as a thank you, and I'm very happy. And look at this. Isn't it crazy how it gets delivered? Look at this, guys. And Shay, thank you very much. You know, I'm very grateful. I'm very happy that you guys are here and that you help my channel and our community. So, and I'm loving it. I don't know yet which deck it is. So, and look at this look at this. I mean, we can use this box here. This, what is it? This thingy here. This is so cool because I was looking for, you know, something where I can put all the boys' pictures in and we can draw. And so this is so cool. I love it. So oh wow. Oh wow, this is a big deck. Wow. Wow, look at this big cloth. I love it. It's so cool. Thank you, Shay. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So this is the Divine Feminine Oracle. And since we're all Divine Feminines, look at this. So I'm going to open it. Since we're all Divine Feminines, we can use this deck very, very good. That's why I put it on the wish list. I thought it's very cool. And wow, it looks really cool. I love the colors already. Wow, and it's so big. Wow, look at this book, guys. Oh, wow. There are a lot of pictures in there, a lot of cards. Oh, I love it. Oh, I love this when the cards are this thick. I really love this. Oh my gosh. And look at the color. That's like the yellow and the orange from the sacral chakra and the solar plexus. And oh my gosh, this is so cool. There are famous women, like Divine Feminines. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, I love that. Thank you, Shay. Okay, so we're going to use that one today. Wow, I love it. I love it, love it, love it. I want to use it, and I want to ask, how can you attract your one? What Divine Feminine power can you use? Where is my moon? So yeah, I like a white moon. Wow. So, okay, so we want to ask, what divine power can you use, you know, to attract your one? What are we doing as signifiers? Huh. What are we doing as signifiers? I don't know if you can see this tarot deck. That's very... Let me see. Okay, guys, as signifiers, let's use those cards. I just found them here next to me, so let's use them. How many decks do we do? Let's do... Yeah, just give me some, universe. So, first card out is the Triple Moon. And it says, embracing all aspects of yourself, the divine and the earthly. Pile 1. Pile 2 is Fire. The element of fire heralds new life, renewed passion, and positive transformation. Oh, wow. That one wants... Oh, we have air. That's cool. Oh, why don't we use... Oh, I like that. What? Wait. Wait. I want to do it differently. I want to do it this. Yeah, let's do it like this, guys. Sorry. I want to do the I will do the triple moon as an as ending, because I threw it out, so maybe some of you already chose it. And that would be mean if I just threw it away now. Na, 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 na. Where is it? We need Earth, right? There it is, the last card. Wow, that's so cool. Okay, so we have, let's do it like this. So guys, those are our cards. I used the triple moon too because many of you have chosen the triple moon, maybe too. So Earth is pile 1, Fire pile 2, Air pile 3, Water pile 4, Triple moon pile 5. Okay? And we're starting off with Earth energy. That's so cool. I like that idea. I like that idea. It was just coming when I saw the pictures, so that's cool. Very good. So I hope the lighting situation is okay for you guys to see everything. Sure. How can you attract your one? So let's shuffle the deck a little bit. Oh, it's really nice. I feel it in my hands. It's really cool. I like when the cards are very thick. I like that. It's good for shuffling. It's very good for shuffling. So, pile Earth. How can you attract your one? Pile Earth. So maybe you are an Earth sign. Oh wow. Wow, that's gorgeous. So it says, ask the element of Earth for grounding, stability and strength in times of chaos. So you could be an Earth element, or your partner could be an Earth element, you know, your one that you want to attract into your life. So let's see. First I want to get more cards. It says Sarah Lakali. So maybe your name is Sarah. I don't know. What is this Queen of the Outsiders all about? Wow. What's going on? Wow. Wow, guys. I hope you can see everything. Let's look like this. Yep. That's how we're gonna do it. And I'm also want to get more cards. Let's put our boys here. Wow. Why is the Fool here? We have all the queens. Why is the Sun here? Oh, don't put it on her head. Why is the is it the King? Yeah, it's the King of Wands. And we're asking, how can you attract your one? So guys, yeah, I think that's a good way to do it, right? Queen of the Outsiders. That's so interesting. I want to read also part of the books because I'm not used to this deck. I haven't worked with it. So we're going to use also the book. But I'm feeling you're different. You're the Queen of the Outsiders. You help people see their true colors. That's what I'm seeing here and what Spirit is just telling me. Like people who stand no chance, you help them. People who feel like they don't belong, you know, and aren't those all of us here on this channel? Aren't those all of us on this channel, guys? Aren't we all outsiders? You know, we are empaths. We are people who change the world. We are in the beginning of our lives. We feel as outsiders because we are different, because we are born like this, because we need to change the world. And that's why we don't fit in most of the times, you know. I see the anchor in the heart. That means for me, your heart is anchored with this person, you know. It says, I have arrived. I am where I always be in love. So you have found your one. You have found the one already. The Fool here is, you just need to embrace the soul journey. You know, the Fool is the card where the soul journey starts. This is the card when you just move without thinking. You're just moving forward. No matter is there a cliff or not, you know, you just throw yourself into everything, you know. How can you attract the one? Embrace the journey. Yeah. Maybe you have been the Queen of Hearts. The Queen of Swords. So you also could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But I rather feel that you cut off any bullshit near you. You know, you're very fierce. You're someone that sits on your throne and you're saying, well, if you want to come near me with bad intentions, I cut you right there, you know. You don't take nothing for, you know what I mean? Like the Queen of Swords is the queen that knows the truth. You know that you are on a spiritual journey and you are always ready to attack. You know, the Queen of Swords is always ready. And she listens to people and she gives advice because she speaks the truth. But if someone comes close to her who's coming at her, she cuts them. So that's the energy of the Queen of Swords. And here I feel that you say goodbye to this energy. More so, it's about, you know, the Queen of Swords is also a very lonely energy because the Queen of Swords doesn't have no one in her surroundings. It's rather a strategic energy and rather someone who is closed off to people. And I feel here with the Sun card and the creation, this will change once you start to embrace the journey and to create. The Three of Pentacles is creation, working in a creative field, feeling this happiness. I mean, look at her dress. It's like being in love. And look how the universe is shining on her. This is totally happiness. Once you feel this happiness, you will create. You will create. You will manifest, you know. Once you lead those outsiders. So be one of us, you know. And I always say this on my channel. I'm very, very happy, guys, if you are someone like me, if you become leaders in your field, you know. I'm very happy if I read that many of you started to learn tarot. Please also, if you want, check out my membership. I also learn with you there. Yeah, I really like it. I mean, if we can make a little difference, this would mean so much to so many of us, you know. This is the process of creation. So what I see here, also look at this sign. That's feminine, you know. Yeah, so this is the Queen of Wands. Become, like, transfer from the Queen of Swords to the Queen of Wands. That means always write down your journal, you know, journal your experience, write down, and especially create something with the disappointment you had in your life, you know, create something. Turn this disappointment you had. The Five of Cups is always a card of getting out of the disappointment of life, you know, living happily and writing it down. Write down everything what you have experienced on the soul journey, what you will experience. And once you create something with that, you know, maybe you write a book or what else, you know, we can create anything. Once you create, you attract this person, your one, into your life. You know, it's all about focusing on your task, focusing on your creation, being happy in the moment, living in the moment, not looking into the future. The fool doesn't look into the future. The fool makes no plans. This is living everyday life as it comes, always being ready, being truthful to yourself and to others, also cutting out the BS if people come at you, and being happy and creating and turning the pain into power. I like that quote. Turning pain into power. Wow. Let's get one more card. How is the one feeling for you at the moment? Oh, I don't like it when it's thrown down and I have to get it. Yeah. So. Oh, he's creating too, guys. You are both creating. I love this. So look at this. He's playing the piano. He's making music. I feel your one is creating out of source energy. You know, look at this big pentacle. Your person is making money with their creations too. And how do they feel towards you? They see you as this beautiful person that can settle. You see how she creates also? And I asked how they feel towards you. I see that, you know, with a tree, everything is entangled into creation. Everything is entangled into art. So they see you as this woman who is creating art and healing lives. The tree is also a symbol of life, healing lives, and you know, grounding lives also from people. So this person here, you know, the queen of the outsiders, is very important because this is earthly energy. You know, we have the earth here as the element for grounding, stability, and strength. So strength, stability, and will help you, and art will help you attract this person and lift the chaos. Okay, so wow, I really love that. Okay, that's it. That was pile 1. Let's move to pile 2. Pile 2, the element of fire. It says the element of fire heralds new life, the renewed passion, and positive transformation. How can pile 2 fire attract their one? We have Rabia, the queen of saintly women. Oh wow, I love this. I am in service of divine love. I moved away. Love asks me to move. So this is completely giving over to spirit. Completely. Wow. Can you show me more? What is this all about? The queen of saintly woman. Yeah, the Hierophant. The nuns. The nuns. Aren't we all nuns? Without the Ace of Wands. That's rhyming. There's the conflict with the Ace of Wands. Isn't it funny? It says the Queen of Saintly Woman and the Ace of Wands comes. I like how tarot, how spirit is working with me. Yeah. Can I see the Ace of Wands? Oh, wow. Wow, look at this, guys. I want to move it here because there is a progression here. You see this? I see this at the cards at the bottom. 6, 8, and 10, and it's all hearts. It's all harmony. It's all love cards, guys. This is beautiful. And having the fire here as the passionate card, this is also very beautiful. And you see the fire behind her. The element of fire heralds new life, renewed passion, and positive transformation. Wow. What I feel here is the Queen of Saintly Women. I am in service of divine love. There is, you know, you have a soulmate connection. The 6 of Cups is a soulmate connection. There is no Ace of Wands, you know, and that's why you're struggling. Because the 8 of Cups means you're on the soul journey and you're struggling, or you struggled, let's say it in the past, because the fire is very hot. You know, you see it behind her. It's like the fire is burning. You burn for your one. You know, you burn for them. You're very sexually into them, you know, but maybe also before you were. Maybe before you experienced this connection, you were a very sexual active person. Yeah. And then, you know, this person came into your life, and this is a very, very strong soul bond. Very strong soul bond. And the passion is more, you know, this is the card of a, like a child way, like pure. The passion is pure because the passion is not lived with each other. You know what I mean? The passion is there, but you don't have sex, you know? You don't live the passion. You can only feel the passion. And you noticed, or you realized once, you know, you, well, it depends, but I'm talking to those saintly women that don't date around. You know, you don't have sex. That's who I'm talking to. So you noticed after, maybe before experiencing pleasure and sexual love, and now experiencing this pure, I can't say sexuality because it's not lived, but I hope you can understand me. There is fire and there is passion, and you guys know, if you have a soul bond, you feel them. There is this energy that's coming our ways, and it comes sudden and it's crazy. And then we always know, you know, oh, our divine masculine is thinking of us. But still, you know, the passion cannot be lived. So it's a very pure feeling that you feel them. And you noticed that actually this feeling you're having is making the bond stronger, even if this person is not even there. It's making the fire even more burning, you know? And maybe you had struggles with yourself, especially because you thought, what is going on, you know? Why do I feel this way if the person is not even in my life? Why am I content? You're content. You're okay with it. You know? You noticed you don't need this pleasure. You don't need this earthly love, let's say it. And you realize this. This is like an epiphany, and you're like, huh? Because maybe before you were a very sexual active person. And now you are like, huh? What is going on? You know, why? You know, maybe you also struggled because of that. And now you're realizing, oh my gosh, you know, the intimacy, the fire is getting even stronger, even if we haven't touched each other, you know. And this is like for all the, you are like a leader, or for all the people, you know, who have such soul bonds. It's like you belong to those women too. And you should cherish this. This is also a community here. You know, you see also the progression from the 6 to the 8 to the 10. And this is the spiritual love, the Hierophant. Dedicating yourself to a cause. Transforming, you know, and this big tree is here. The tree of life, the tree to the universe. This is emotional fulfillment in this spiritual love. What you've never thought is possible, it became possible. And because of this, you experience a very pleasurable connection, even if you can't live out pleasure, you know? It's very interesting, but this is how it is, you know? Those of you who feel me, you know, you guys know how it is. You feel this too. It's very, very interesting. And if you continue this path, you know, being emotional fulfilled, how can you attract the one? You can attract the one by, this card is the most important. Doing your soul task. I am in service of divine love. This means you are in your soul task. The fire drives you. The fire, you turn into a soul love. And if you keep continuing that, you know, you will attract your divine masculine into your life. How are they feeling for you? This card turned around, so I want to take it. The Magician, they want to manifest this connection. Look at this. Wow, those cards are really magical. I hope you can see. Yeah, so it's better, right? So you can see them. Yeah. I really feel the Magician, they want to manifest this connection into reality. So they are already manifesting, guys. They're already manifesting. I also see here, oh, this is also an angel that's helping you. I feel here the angels being with you and helping you and manifesting this with you. I also, yeah, with this pile, this is very pure, very passionate, but also very angelic. So I feel the angels being with you, the angels helping you, the angels guiding your way, okay? Very beautiful. Really love this reading, okay? That's it, pile 2, bye. So hi, if you chose air, maybe you are an air sign or your person is, or you just chose air because you're comfortable with air. So how can you attract the one? How can you attract your one? Wow, we have, oh my gosh, we have Mary of Nazareth, the Mother of God. I am blessed, my courage gives birth to the divine. I want to read this because this card looks heavenly. This card, it's like, I want to read that. Okay. Mary of Nazareth, I am blessed, my courage gives birth to the divine. Okay, first we're going to tell a little bit about Mary of Nazareth. Represents the profound spiritual and creative power we all possess. Mary was a first century Galilean Jewish woman from Nazareth who is one of the most crucial figures in the Christian tradition for having given birth to Jesus Christ. Mary has been venerated since the inception of Christianity and also holds a position in Islam. Okay, when you select her card, I've always imagined that Mary was terrified to hear an angel loudly announcing that she was meant to be the Mother of God. Her surrender to Gabriel's words feels so courageous and too unacknowledged. Mary has no idea what she will have to meet with, what will be asked of her, or what this love for her son will put her through. But she says yes, nonetheless, so that she can be in service of the divine. Mary's acceptance of her role has been in the shadow of the Christian story, uncelebrated because she is seen as so divine. But she was human too. She could have said no. Her courage could have faltered, but she aligned with the light. Wow, I like that. That's like the message of this card is to go into your soul task. you know, to see that you are so blessed, you know, to say yes, no matter what awaits you, because you have no idea of the outcome. It's all airy, you know. Air is work with the element of air to cut through the core of situation and see the truth. You have no idea about the truth. Maybe you don't even know who your person is. You just have an idea in mind, you know. And I know I'm guided, so I don't need to ask. They throw me out the right cards, but those were too many. I need one more. So it's like going on your journey, doing the things you're meant to do. Going with courage. That's what this card is all about. Going with courage, even if you don't know where it's leading you. This is beautiful. Can I see the world? Yeah, being open, whatever you're receiving. This card, this is a mission. And being independent and fierce, yes. So, wow. So what I see here is that, you know, this is what I said. You're very spiritual and you've given yourself over to the universe. You see this, this is almost like Mary, the mother of Jesus, you know. You're completely, 3/4 of you are in the universe, you know, and you hold the flame. There is some passion you're holding, some work you're doing for the community, for the divine. And, you know, you're very open. The 3 of Wands is you're waiting. You're waiting for spirit to give you whatever. You're waiting for spirit, you know. Your head might still be in the clouds. That means for me, your head, you are not very clear. You see all these clouds? Clouds is a symbol of not being clear. So maybe you're not even know where you're going. Maybe you're not even knowing where you will be or where this journey will lead you to. But it's all about the journey, you know. That's what I'm always saying. Mary, the mother of Jesus, the mother of God, just said yes. It was written in the books. She just said yes. And this is almost like a mission, you see. I always see this card as those people that go from houses to houses and explain to people their mission, you know. So this is going on a mission. Working hard on your mission. Working hard on your soul mission. Being helpful. But without knowing where you will end up. Being courageous. That's exactly what it's saying, you know. Venture forward with ideas. Be passionate. Be passionate. But also be independent. The 9 of Pentacles is, you know, if you do it with passion, you will see here, you see the progress? This is a very hard work. This is a work that's not rewarded. The 8 of Pens, it's like you have to go from house to house and it's not a nice work, you know, ringing all the bells and talking about your religion. That's how I see this as a person who goes from house to house and talks about their religion. There are those people out there, you know, whatever religion it is, you know, I mean, they're going there and they're talking about their mission. And this is not an easy task. It's the 8 of Pentacles. It's going step by step, working it without knowing where you will end up. But if you do that and if you work with passion, you will be rewarded. The 9 of Pentacles is being independent, financially stable, you know. This is once you do that, you also become healed. You also become whole. You also heal your heart. That's what I'm seeing. And you also find your person, you know, because we said, what is it that I need to do to attract? It's going, it's walking, doing your soul task without knowing where the outcome is. How is the person feeling here? How is their one feeling them? I'm taking this one. So you see, they see you as their swan. I mean, that's very telling. So they miss you. They are heartbroken. You see the heart here and the heart here. They really want to come into union. But it's as of right now, you know, their wings are broken. They can't fly to you. They are bound by circumstances and they wish they could change it, but they can't. And it feels heavy for them. It feels heartbroken. And yeah, all what they can do is, you know, also the swords is air energy. They're very much in their thoughts about the whole situation. They're thinking also about you. They're thinking about the soul bond. They're thinking, who can it be? Maybe they are also in the clouds. They have no idea where they're going. But they know they have someone out there because they are the swan. The swan always has one life partner. And they know that. And they look for you. That's beautiful. Really love this. Okay, guys, that's all what I'm having. Bye, guys. Hi, everyone. So let's move on to water energy. It says, work with the element of water for healing, purification, and refinement. So maybe you are a water sign, or your person is, or you just feel drawn to water. So let's see. How can they attract their one? How can pile water attract their one? I want to take this card. Okay. Wow, I really love those cards. Thanks to Shay for sending us this. This is really beautiful. It says, Marguerite Porret, the mystic of divine love. Love is divine and I am nothing except love. So it's like all these saints are the same, you know? Have you noticed, like, all our piles? It's all about divine love. It's beautiful. Marguerite Porret. I want to get the cards first and then we're going to read something about Margaret. What is this all about, universe? Pile water. I feel here this is also spiritual teaching. Did this card flip? Okay. Spiritual teaching, teaching about divine love. Oh, the lovers. That's so beautiful. And you see, this is the devil card, the 15. And if you equal up to 15, it's also a 6. So you might see 666 a lot. That's beautiful. That's divine love. That's exactly the mystic of divine love. Because you don't know where you're going. You are alone right now. Can I see this first card? Yeah, look at this. 666. And this is a 6 too. So you see a lot of 6s. Maybe you're even born in June, end of June, if you're a water sign. Could be that you're Cancer, you know. That's teaching. I see always in this Queen of Swords here, like a teacher or King of Swords, whatever it is. Like a teacher. Someone who gives knowledge and teaches children. I see especially young souls, you know. So let's read about Marguerite. Marguerite Porret is the essence of divine love and the truth that all we are is love. Marguerite was a French Beguine born in the mid-13th century. The Beguine movement was a spiritual revival among women in the late Middle Ages that emphasized an imitation of Christ's life. The holy women lived together in monastic communities. They were not nuns. They didn't take formal vows and could leave at any point. But they lived with shared spiritual intention. That's beautiful. Marguerite wrote a spiritual masterpiece titled The Mirror of Simple Souls. It reveals the spiritual process she went through to be transformed by divine love. By 1306, the Bishop of Cambrai deemed her work and condemned it to be burned in Porret's presence. Marguerite was arrested as a relapsed heretic and a free spirit, Wow. Like Joan of Arc, much of her life is recorded because of the transcripts of her lengthy trial. She maintained her truth that the soul has no other will but God's, and that when the soul is united with God's love, this state of union causes the soul to transcend the contradictions of this world. That's beautiful. But she was burned. Okay, when you select this card, there's nothing more powerful than remembering that we are love. And there's nothing and no one outside of us that is needed in order to realize it. It's between our experience of the divine and our own soul. We can let go of what we think we need to prove, or who we think we need to be in order to receive love, because we remember that we are love. That's beautiful. Margaret is a courageous truth teller, and the truth of her experience is that love alone can free us, not the love another might give us. Wow. True love is found within. That's beautiful. So basically, how can you find your divine counterpart? How can you find your one? How can you draw them in? Is by loving yourself deeply, you know. Get rid of all the dependencies that you have in this world, you know. Be your independent soul. Even if there is no one and she doesn't look happy, you know. You can overcome this. The Six of Wands is success. Success of overcoming a feeling of loneliness, you know. A feeling of never reaching that union, you know. This is the dark thoughts you guys have in your head sometimes, you know. Also the feeling of loneliness, that you will live alone until you die, you know, and no one is coming, and you know what I mean. You need to overcome this and heal this. This is what needs to be healed. Once you heal that and you believe in this union, even if this is a stalemate, nothing is really happening, but the union is still there. Even if you're not seeing it, the union, you know, the heart is of your person is in yourself. The union is in yourself. So what you need to do with the water energy is heal this belief system that you have to find love outside of yourself, because your divine counterpart is always in your heart. And I think what you need to do is accept this for yourself and for others, you know, and also teach this to others. Teach the truth to others, especially to children. Maybe you are a teacher, or this is about giving and taking. You know, sharing your gifts with children, young souls that need to learn to love themselves, you know. So I don't know what you're doing, but first you need to heal yourself, and then you need to heal the community. You need to heal others. You need to heal especially teenagers and young souls. So I know we are here a healing channel, you know, we are this. So I think you're right where you are, you know. Beautiful. And that's when you can come closer to your person. You know, you can attract them into your life if you share your values, if you share your truth, if you share healing. Okay? How is their person viewing them? What is their person feeling for them? They're waiting, guys. They're waiting that you get into your soul path. Look at this. This is longing. Longing and having done so much of the journey as they can. You know, your person cannot do anything anymore in this journey. They are already at the cliff. You know, they have wandered so many. And this is like they know everything because they have an overview. You see, they have the illumination. They know the truth. And this person is already in loving themselves. They know already the truth. So what they feel is you need to come to that point where it's the same for you, where you can accept the truth that you guys are united in your heart, and where you can accept the truth of teaching other people. You know, very, very beautiful. I really love this reading. I hope you had fun, guys. I hope you like this with the new deck. Bye, guys. So, hi, guys. I told you I want to do the card with the triple moon too. Because, you know, I draw it and maybe some of you have said, oh my gosh, I want to use the triple moon. I want to take the triple moon and, you know. So, I would, you know, I want to be there for you guys. So, what pile triple moon has to be in order to attract their one? Wow, Maria Magdalena. That's beautiful. There's the song about Maria Magdalena by German. Sandra is her name. You can Google it. She wrote a song about this, or she sang a song about this in 1989 or 1988. I don't know. Okay, the apostle of the apostles. I'm the bridge between heaven and earth. I'm fully human and fully divine. Wow. What is this? Wow. Can I see what this Mary Magdalene is all about? Come on. Yeah, it's about the truth. Again, look at this, cutting out the loneliness, because this is what this energy means for me. There is never a chance for me attitude. This needs to be cut out by you guys. The truth is that justice will be served, you know. Can I see the truth? Yeah, the manifesting the truth. Why is the devil here? Yeah, seeing that you have everything. Why is justice here? Oh, that's too much, universe. Why is justice here? Yeah, you've struggled a whole lot in your life, I see here. A whole lot. Let's read that Maria Magdalena thing. Okay, Maria Magdalena embodies the capacity we all have to merge with the soul and receive divine guidance through a love that never ends. Mary was born in the 1st century in Magdala, Israel. She was the first to witness the resurrection and thus for this reason is referred in Christianity as the apostle of the apostles. When your soul selects her card, Maria Magdalena represents the fierce, unwavering love that we all have access to within our own hearts. It's a love that renders all things sacred, from the animals to the angels, from the poorest to the most powerful. It's a love that sees the inherent worth of all things, and it's a love that remains, even through the darkest times, even through death. Her love is the one that resurrects. Wow. This is also about becoming your true self, becoming who you truly are. Seeing the truth for what it is saying, embracing all aspects of yourself, the divine and... What the heck? I haven't seen this. The divine and the earthly. I'm the bridge between heaven and earth. This is exactly this card. Wow. So the truth is, you know, we can manifest everything what we want because we're both earthly and we're both divine. The earth and the divine. Look at this card. This is exactly the same. Wow. And this is manifestation. So that means you can manifest anything because you have to realize that you are a divine being. You know, you have a soul inside of yourself. You are connected to the divine, and you are also an earthly human. But through that love, of both parts, you can create this. And it's not like this state of mind has to change, that everything is, you know, bad, and just because, you know, just because you are alone right now here, and you know, you're waiting on someone, you're waiting on the 10 of Pentacles, you're waiting, and you're bound to this waiting process. I feel here you're bound because the devil is bondage. Bondage to this waiting for the 10 of Pentacles to happen. It means that stick to it. You can manifest everything. You need to know that everything is eternal. You know? And justice will be served. Look at this. This is the card that justice will be served. If it's the truth will always become. The truth will be served here. And you have been through all the struggles. There is a powerful change coming. Yeah. And even if nothing is moving right now, even if you don't see any outcomes right now, and you feel like you're bound to this waiting process forever, and you don't even know if you ever meet the love of your life, you will manifest, or you will attract them by standing in your complete truth and knowing that you can manifest anyone and anything because you're a divine being, you know? Very beautiful. How is there one what is there one feeling for them here? This is exactly this card. They're also fighting for this love. They want to fight for this. They fight. Especially they fight with their bad thoughts. They have also this devil mindset. I feel here, if you have a divine masculine, it's like the same. It's the same mindset, you know, because, you know, if there are two birds, they mirror. I feel both of you dancing in this game with the divine. You see this here? And I feel both of you having this mindset of nothing is coming, you know, I'm waiting for forever. Maybe I'm waiting till I'm dying, you know. No, this struggle has to end. You have to know that, you know, you are earthly and you are also in the air. You are divine. This is also an air. The Five of Swords is an air energy. Battle your demons. Battle your thoughts. I feel here it's more about the thought process that you have to change in yourself. You have to change this mindset of knowing we will come together, you know. You must tell yourself, I know that justice will be served. No matter how I struggle, the change will come. No matter, it will be. You and your divine masculine, you mirror. Wow. I really love this reading today, guys. Please tell me if this is the same for you. And I'm saying goodbye.